Hi, sweet friends. Welcome back. I'm Amy if you are new, and I'm super glad that you decided to stop by to get to know me a little bit better. So, as you saw from the thumbnail, today I'll be sharing with you some of the answers to the questions that I asked you to submit a few videos back. I thank you so much for your support, your sweet comments, and really for your friendships. And so I want to give back a little bit. So you'll have to stick around to the end. I'll be sharing with you a giveaway and how you're going to be able to enter that. So let's go ahead and jump right into your questions. Your first question was, when and why did I start my YouTube channel? So I started my channel in October of 2019, and really I was just at a point in my life where I was feeling like I didn't know what my purpose was. I had been a stay-at-home mom all throughout, and I have not worked outside of the home. I was lucky enough and blessed to be able to do that. And so my kids were getting older, and I just really felt like I was losing kind of myself. And I have always enjoyed decorating our home and cleaning and just homemaking. So I had watched a few YouTubers, and I really loved how they shared their life. And I thought, this would give me something to do. I could be creative because I really love to do that. And so I just went for it. I uploaded a video in the fall, and of course, when I've first seen the first few views, I was like, oh my gosh, somebody's watching me. I was so excited. And from then on, I just continued to share a lot of cleaning, and I was really just trying to feel out where I was the most needed and what I could share with you guys. And it just started to steer more towards decorating than cleaning. Now, I will on occasion share some cleaning motivation, but particularly my channel is about decorating through the seasons and for all the holidays, because I really, truly do love that. And I think that is my passion. And I also just wanted a place that I could share some godly encouragement. As a stay-at-home mom all those years, I just felt like, who could I really reach? I mean, I'm in my home, I'm with my kids, of course I'm raising them to be godly people, but who else am I reaching? So I thought that this platform could also help me to do that. And I cannot tell you just the satisfaction and just this is my job, and this is where I feel that God has led me through all of my experiences to this point. And I just cannot thank you enough for joining me in my life and just letting me share my home with you. And again, for all your sweet comments, I can't thank you enough. So, as you all may know, YouTube is a very hard platform to get recognized and to grow. And so I was feeling a little discouraged as I wasn't growing, and I just felt like probably nobody wanted to see what I had to share. And so I did take a break in February of 2020 all the way through July. And at that time, I took and really spruced up our house. I had a lot of time on my hands because the kids weren't going to schools. Lots of things were closed. And so I tackled the major job of painting all of our oak wood trim white. And so we were able to accomplish that in about 3 months. Scott, he was able to help me because his workload had decreased as well. And so it was just a perfect time for me to get that done. I took a step back from YouTube. And then I have to tell this story because I really think that God led me down this path. In June, I decided I would just put it out there again and let you see what I had been doing with our home and upgrading it with the painting and such. And so I decided I would make a video and upload it. And that day I had selected the time and date to go live. And then I just had this overwhelming fear come over me. And I thought, no, I can't do this. I can't share this. This is not what I'm supposed to do. And so I went back, I edited the date, I canceled the upload and said, no, I don't think this is for me. I need to decide something else to do with my life. Well, later that day, I started seeing notifications start popping up and saying, oh, I really love how your woodwork turned out. And I was like, what do you mean? So I quickly got on there, and you have to save anything that you do later when you're uploading a video. Well, I had forgotten to save it, so it uploaded on the time, and I had prayed about it, and I'd said, Lord, just guide my steps. If this is what you want me to do, let it be done. And at that point, I thought he was telling me, stop. It's good. You're fine. Do another door. This door's closed. Open another one. And then that happened. And so I really feel that he opened that door, because why didn't I save it? I mean, that was something that was so simple, but I didn't. And so when I told you guys that I was back and I was ready to start sharing again, I just had a renewed sense of, to be myself, to show you the things that I love, and to just go about living my life and sharing it here on YouTube. And so I think that is just a wonderful story, and that is how I have progressed here on YouTube. I cannot believe that there are 30,000 of you that are watching me, and I just can't believe it. I am so thankful, and there's no words. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming each week to just see what I have decorated and just to join me and support me. I can't thank you enough. So let's go on to the next question. Sorry, I was a little chatty there. So what decorating YouTube channels do I watch? I thought this was a really great question. Let's see. There's a few. Okay, so my favorite handful that I do get to watch now that I am a creator, I don't have much time, but I love Dana with Decorate with Dana. I also love Liz with Traditions by the Seasons. I love to watch Kaylin Cash, Crystal Tara, Jessica Griffin, and let's see, Amy Fritz, and House of Valentina. Those are my favorites. So if you haven't watched any of those, I encourage you to go over to those channels, let them know that I sent you, because they are all terrific women and I know that you would love them. All right, the next one is a little bit more about me and my personal life. And so that is, where did Scott, my husband, and I meet? So Scott and I actually met in 9th grade in high school. We were in English class together, and when he walked through that door, it was just like fireworks. I seen him and I was like, oh, he is cute. I really like him. And then in just a few short weeks, he had asked me to date, and I said, yes, of course. And so we dated all through high school. Then we went to college at the same college, and then he asked me to marry him in 1996. That was the year that we graduated. And then in 99, we got married, and the rest is history. He is just my best friend, and I know that God has placed him on this earth for me. We are true soulmates, and I just love him. And so the next question is about our kids. My son, Caleb, is 20, so he will be 21 in November. And then Elena, my baby, is no longer a baby. She will be 16 in May. And so they are polar opposites. One is very outgoing and very opinionated, where the other is very relaxed and happy-go-lucky, but both are absolutely wonderful kids. I'm glad that God gave them to me to raise, and I just love them to death. They are my world. So that's my family in a nutshell. Now, my family that I grew up in, of course, my mom and dad were married for, I think, 63 years. And if you didn't already know, my dad passed suddenly this past year in November, and it's been a real hard time for us. He wasn't sick. There was no indications that there were problems. He was out hunting and actually passed away. And so that came as a big shock for us. And, some days are rough. Some days they're hard. But, I have to cling to the fact that I know that one day we will see each other again, and we can praise our Lord together in heaven. And so, my family was wonderful. They raised me in a Christian home. I have three siblings. I have a brother. He's actually 19 years older than me. Then I have two sisters. My brother's name is David, and then my two sisters is Debbie and Penny. And so Penny is actually 12 and a half years older than me. So I was the baby and kind of the surprise. So I kind of grew up with my nieces and nephews where there's only about 2-3 years between us, all the way down to about 10 years. But so I have a large extended family, and I just love getting together with them, doing beach vacations and camping. So we really are a close-knit family, and I just hope that we can continue to always have that. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to be with family. Okay. So do I live in our hometown, like the one that I grew up in, or did I move away? Well, we actually did move away. Scott and I both were in the physician assistant program, and spoiler alert, I did not finish that program. I did all of the didactics and then got on rotations and decided that was not for me. And so we decided to, forgo my PA career. He continued and actually got his first job in a community that's about 2 hours from our original location. And so we're more north in West Virginia, but I have always been a West Virginia girl. So go Mountaineers, blue and gold. And that is why we came here, was primarily for his job. So we did move away. We live about 2 hours, if I didn't say that before, from our hometown. So I love this one. It's, what season is your favorite to decorate and why? Well, my favorite to decorate is fall. And I think it's because of the colors. I just absolutely love the natural kind of burnt colors, like your oranges, your purples, your browns. I think they just go with the other aesthetics that I have going on in our home. So I love fall. And then I have to say Christmas and Easter. Christmas, of course, for Jesus's birth, Easter for his resurrection. So, those are my favorite, but all in all, it has to be fall. I just love the colors. So it's my favorite to decorate. Now, next up is, what is my favorite household job? Okay, so my favorite, well, of course, would be decorating. I love to decorate, but outside of that, let's say like chores, it would be scrubbing my sink. If I can get in there, scrub my sink, make it sparkly clean, it just motivates me to go ahead and get everything else in that room clean. I also love to quickly vacuum floors. So those are my favorite. And then on the opposite end is, what is my least favorite? And that would have to be cleaning bathrooms. I absolutely hate bathrooms. If I didn't ever have to clean a bathroom ever again, I would be a happy girl. Let me know if you're like that, because I can't be the only one that hates to do that. I know it needs to be done, but that job is my least favorite. So the next question, which I thought was really cute, was, what would I sing in karaoke? And I would have to say it'd have to be something Disney, or it would have to be something off of K-Love radio station. I only listen to those type of music, like contemporary Christian. I love K-Love. If you haven't checked that out, definitely check them out. They have such uplifting, encouraging Christian music. I love them. So definitely be a song off of that. And probably it would be A Whole New World if I was doing something fun. I used to sing this with my husband when we were in high school. I would sing the girl part, he would sing the boy part, and I actually have a recording of that. I won't place that in here because I don't want to embarrass myself or him. But it was quite fun and entertaining. It's fun to look back on those and just see how we've grown, and it's just really cute. But that would probably be what I would sing at karaoke. So along the same lines, there was a question on what type of music do I listen to? What's my favorite? And that would be K-Love. It's a contemporary music. I love it. We sing that in our church. And so I love worship music. And that's pretty much what you will hear in our home if it is playing, is definitely K-Love. Okay, so next up, we have just a few more questions and I'll wrap this up. So what is my favorite food and color? So my favorite food, I would have to say it has to be a dessert. I am a sugar maniac. I love my desserts. I love apple pie. I love cookies. I love my sweets. That's where I'm at. I'm not much of a savory type person. I'm all about my sweets. So I'm the one person that would say, you know, life's short, eat dessert first. I even have a shirt that says, I hate running, but I love desserts. So yeah, definitely love desserts. And then if I had to pick a meal, it would be very comfort food, like steak, potatoes, green beans. Kind of simple, but that would be my food of choice. And then color, I would have to say, in the past, I always would say purple. It was something that I was really drawn to, but recently it's kind of changed and I am absolutely loving the color sage. I love it in my decor. I love it in the color shirts that I wear. And I just am really drawn to that. So I don't know what that switch was, but it went from purple to sage. And then last but not least is, what is my favorite hobby outside of decorating? And so you may be a little surprised, but I was really into fitness, I would say about 3-4 years ago, and I was more into bodybuilding. I never was able to get big and, you know, compete, or that wasn't my goal, but I wanted to be as fit as I could. I started with P90X. If you've ever seen those, that's Tony Horton. If you've never did any of those programs, I would say go for them because that's how I started. And then I got into just bodybuilding programs where you just work out with, you know, specific body parts. So you would do maybe your legs one day, then the next day you would do shoulders and arms, you would do chest and back. So I'm starting that again. I kind of let that all slide. I kind of slipped into a little, I wouldn't say depression, but I was in a low point after my daddy died. And so I actually got the news of him passing when I was exercising. And so I don't know, it was just a mental thing that I didn't want to exercise. So I am slowly getting back into it. I've already made my plan this week that I'm going to get back into it. So I would appreciate any prayers for me to continue my fitness journey, because I do want to be healthy and fit so that, you know, I'm not out of breath when I'm climbing stairs, or, you know, eventually we'll be getting grandkids in, I would say, less than 10 years. And so I want to be able to keep up with those little guys and have fun and not be, you know, tired and sluggish, and I want to eat better. So sorry about that rant, but that was my favorite hobby outside of decorating. Okay, guys, well, that wraps up today's question and answer. I hope that you enjoyed it and had fun getting to know me a little bit better. So to just give back to my community, I am doing a giveaway, and so it will be a $50 Target gift card. And so all you have to do is make sure, if you enjoyed today's video, to give it a big thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate that. And then also hit that subscribe button. And then down in the comments, what I need you to do is just let me know what was the first video you've seen of mine and what made you decide to subscribe. Or you can just leave a comment letting me know what you would like to see next, whether it be cleaning motivation or, of course, a decorating video, maybe what specific room or area you would like to see me decorate. So that's all you have to do in the comment section. Now, I'll have all of the official rules down in the description box. Make sure to check those out, but it's very, very simple. The contest will be open from today until a week later, which will be May 4th. I will randomly pick a winner by a comment picker. So definitely good luck, and I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your day. Before I go, I do want to leave you with today's Bible verse, which comes from Psalm 118, 1 through 4. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let Israel say, his love endures forever. Let the house of Aaron say, his love endures forever. Let those who fear the Lord say, his love endures forever. So today, my wish is for you to all feel the love of Jesus. And again, thank you so much for spending your time with me. It really does mean the world to me. I thank you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you real soon in my next one. Take care, and God bless. Bye.